Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about chapter 3 part 1, that is Earth changing Earth. Already we have read in previous chapter inside the earth it is divided into three concentric layer. Innermost layer called core, above it lies mantle, and the topmost thin layer is called crust. And crust together with upper mantle make lithosphere, the sphere of rock. This sphere of rock means lithosphere is not a single land. It is broken into a number of plates known as lithospheric plates. You will be surprised to know that these plates move around very slowly, just a few millimeters each year. That is why we don't feel its movement. This is because of the movement of molten magma inside the earth. The molten magma inside the earth moves in a circular manner, that is, see in this activity. Through this activity you can understand. You take a small colored paper pellet and put it in a beaker half filled with water. Place the beaker on a tripod stand and heat it. As the water warms up, you will observe that the paper pellet is moving upward along with the warm layer of water and then sinks back along with cooler layers of water. The molten magma inside the earth moves in a similar manner. See in this diagram. These are lithospheric plates, or beneath it mantle, which is the chamber of magma chamber. See how it moves in circulatory manner, and this movement of waves cause the movements of lithospheric plates. I think all you got. What are lithospheric plates? Lithospheric plates, the earth crust consists of several large and some small, rigid, irregularly shaped plates or slabs which carry continents and the ocean floor. See, the whole world is divided into this. The whole earth crust is divided into many large and small plates. The movement of these plates causes changes on the surface of the earth. The earth movements are divided on the basis of the forces which cause them. The forces which act in the interior of the earth are called as endogenic forces, and the forces that work on the surface of the earth are called exogenic forces. And earth movements are two types due to two forces, endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Endogenic forces are two types: sudden forces which bring sudden changes on the earth's surface, earthquake, volcanoes, landslides. And second is dystrophic forces which brings changes very slowly. Hmm. For example, mountain building. And exogenic forces works in two ways: erosion and deposition. Erosional and depositional works done by exogenic forces. And the main agents which bring changes on the earth's surface means exogenic forces are river, wind, sea waves and glacier. We will study about them one by one. As we saw, endogenic forces work inside the earth. Endo means inside or exo means outside. Genic means origin, means these forces originate from inside or originate from outside. Endogenic and exogenic. So endogenic forces sometimes produces sudden movements and at the other times produce slow movements. Diastrophic forces. Sudden movement like earthquakes, volcanoes cause mass destruction over the earth surface. They bring sudden changes on the earth surface. Now we will see what is a volcano. A volcano is a vent or an opening in the earth's crust through which molten material erupt suddenly. See the picture shown in this. It is showing the picture of a volcano. Hmm. Crater. Crater is the mouth of volcano through which molten materials erupt. Vent. Vent is pipe-like features. Pipe-like features through which molten material come from inside. From crater, molten materials come on the surface of the earth. From vent or volcano, pipe-like features, molten material come from inside. Lava, the hot molten material coming on the earth's surface called lava, and lava is hot molten material which reach on the earth's surface. While along with this hot molten material, gases, ashes also come out. Crust, the topmost layer of the earth's surface called crust, and mantle lies below the crust, and upper mantle is in solid form and together with crust make lithosphere. Beneath it lies magma chamber. Magma is hot molten material. Hot molten material found inside the earth called magma, or when magma come on the earth's surface it becomes lava. Similarly, when the lithospheric plates move, the surface of the earth vibrates. The vibration can travel all round the earth, and these vibrations are called earthquake. See, for that you can understand it with the help of activity. Take a container, fill it with water and close it with a lid. Put the water to boil. Now put some peas, spoon and beads on the top of the lid. What do you notice? As the water boils, the lid begins to shake. The things which you have put on the lid also vibrate. The beads roll down and the spoon vibrates to make a sound. In the same manner, the earth vibrates when an earthquake occurs. See the diagram showing origin of an earthquake. The the point inside the earth from where earthquake originates, that is called focus. Just above focus lies epicenter. Epicenter where the waves of an earthquake reach first and then travel on the earth's surface. Waves are of three types: P waves or longitudinal waves which reach first on the earth's surface, S waves or transverse wave, no, these are secondary, and then L waves or surface waves. All we know, the impact of an earthquake when earthquake occurs is cause huge loss of life and property, buildings collapse. So although earthquakes cannot be predicted, the impact can be certainly be minimized if we are prepared beforehand. Some common earthquake prediction methods adopted locally by people include studying animals' behaviors, like fish in the ponds get agitated, snakes come to the surface. So these are very common animals' behavior which help in getting. Many time earthquakes had taken place or which has caused a lot of loss of life and property in many parts of India. So we should know in what kind of areas we live, or accordingly we should prepare ourselves of what to do at the time of an earthquake. Suppose you are inside the home, an earthquake occurs, so what should you do? Which are the safer place for you? So under a kitchen counter, table, desk, against the inside corner or wall. If possible, you move in an open ground away from the tall buildings, fireplaces, areas around chimneys, windows that shatter, including mirrors and picture frames. Be prepared. Not only this much, spread awareness among your friends and family members and face any disaster confidently. For that, first you will have to know about the area where you live. So you can face it, you can save your life and your dear ones' life also. Buildings collapse. So earthquake prone buildings should be made or constructed in the areas which are prone to earthquake, which can resist buildings, which can resist. Today we will study only about the endogenic forces which brings changes on the earth's surface. In next class we will discuss about the exogenic forces. Thank you.